Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to say Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rokak Kadash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders of GMS who taught me the truth. And this article that I have on the screen is from End Time Headlines, and it says, birthday party in Alabama ends in mass shooting, leaving multiple children dead. April 16, 2023. It says a mass shooting at a teenager's birthday party in Dadeville, Alabama, Saturday evening left multiple children dead, according to reports. The incident occurred at around 10:30 p.m. local time in the area of East Green Street and North Bronick Street in Dadeville. Officials have not revealed the exact number of victims, but a photo taken by a witness showed the bodies of at least 6 teenagers on the ground, according to Fox News. So what I'm going to go into in this lesson is how more judgments are going to come in these last days. As we see the height of wickedness going up, the Lord is going to keep on judging this place. I'm going to start at Psalm 7:11. This is Psalm chapter 7, verse 11. It says, Yahweh judgeth the righteous, and Yahweh is angry with the wicked every day. Because really, we're not supposed to be celebrating your birthdays, you know. That's one of the most satanic things to do, you know, is celebrate your birthday, self-worship, you know. So those are the things that the Egyptians did, right? And we're not supposed to learn the ways of the heathen. So let me get that in Jeremiah 10. This is Jeremiah 10:1. It says, Hear ye the word which the Lord spaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them, right? So we're not supposed to learn the ways of what these heathens do. We're supposed to be set apart, holy, righteous nation, right? We already have our own holidays, you know, the high holy days of the Lord, and we have the commandments. So this is Zephaniah chapter 3 and 5. It says, the just Lord is in the midst thereof. He will not do iniquity, right? So this is not a sin. You know, the Most High brought judge, because you're going to have people that you try to tell them that the Lord is the one that jacks people up or kills people. They're going to try to find fault with that, right? They don't understand the ways of the Lord. It says, he will not do iniquity. Every morning doeth he bring his judgment to light. He faileth not, but the unjust no shame, right? So these people, they don't lay it to heart that the Lord did this, all right? The Lord killed those kids. Now, in the article, it says that there were at least 6 bodies, you know, or teenagers, right? But when you keep reading the article, it says that it was more. Like, I guess the mass shooter or the mass shooters, they shot more than just 6 people, you know? So the Most High, he has, let me get this real quick. He has spirits of vengeance that's out in these last days. So it's good to just, you know, do the work, be lowly, humble, because that's what's gonna, I think it's 39. That's what's gonna keep you in the Most High's favor. Yep, this is Sirach or Ecclesiasticus 39:28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In a time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made him. Yeah, so obviously, whatever those people were doing at that party, it wasn't pleasing, you know, in the eyes of the Lord. So he had his vengeance go out. Okay? Fire and hell and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance. You see that? Even death. Teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents, and the sword, punishing the wicked to destruction. They shall rejoice in his commandment, and they shall be ready upon the earth when need is. Salakia. And when their time has come, they shall not transgress his word. You see that? So they're going to do what the Most High created them to do, which is to go out in the earth and lay out the vengeance of the Lord. And this is a quick story. I was at the gym earlier today, this morning, and I was chopping it up with the lady Delilah that works there, right? She's a young lady, and we've had discussions in the past, and I noticed that she had a black eye, right? So she had a black eye, and I asked her like, "Yo, why? Like, what happened? Why do you have a black eye?" And she told me she got into a fight on Easter, and she already knows. I've told her, and another person that works there, which I'm gonna ask him if he knows he's an Israelite, because he told her, well, she told me that he told her that all the holidays in America were pagan, satanic, and I told her, yeah, that's true, because I've had conversations with her in the past about how those people in the land of Israel, they're not the real Jews, the real Israelites, so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, Seminole Indians, right? But she didn't lay it to heart. But when I saw her with that black eye, I told her again, like, hey, we're not supposed to, what were you doing even out on Easter buying candy for your kids? And you had another brother that works there with you. He told you that stuff is pagan anyways, right? So the Lord, let me get that. The Lord is really tired of Jake not laying nothing to heart or considering. This is Isaiah 1:3. It says, the ox knows his owner, and the ass, meaning a donkey, his master's crib. But Israel do it not know, my people do not consider. You see that? And she didn't consider or lay it to heart. When I told her that I told her this a year ago, right? And it confirmed that it was true. Because I asked her, like, you don't think it was judgment? You got a black eye, you got into a fight, And then she said, nah, of course, because these people, man, and when you're in Christianity, right, you're serving a whole different God. You think God is just love. And I was trying to explain to her, that turning the other cheek, that's not literal. Like, the Most High doesn't just want someone to just beat your ass and you just don't do nothing. Like, that's not in the scriptures. Let me get Psalms 144. And then I showed her this, and she these people don't know what's going on, This is Psalms 144. It says, a psalm of David. Blessed be the Lord, my strength, which teacheth my hands to war and my fingers to fight. Right, she was trying to say this is spiritual. No, this is physical. I was trying to tell her David was a mighty man, right? He was a mighty king. When you go read, especially 2 Samuel, when he was taking down the different nations like Moab, Edom, and having them pay tribute to him, basically. And he had he had a team with him, a group of mighty men too. I have a video about that on this page. But anyway, these people in Christianity, they don't have a clue about the Lord, his ways, how he is, how he operates. And us in his truth, we have a way better understanding than them. Why is that? Let me go back to Psalms. Because we strive for the commandments of the Lord. That's why we have the understanding. Psalms 111, verse 10. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. A good understanding have all they that do his commandments. His praise endureth forever. You see that? So a good understanding is when you keep God's commandments and you fear the Lord. And the fear of the Lord, that's the beginning of wisdom. All right? It tells you that all throughout the scriptures. Right? But anyway, our people don't consider that when mass shootings happen, you get into a bad car accident, that's the Lord doing that to you for a reason. Maybe for you to get your shit together, or maybe because of judgment, because the Lord, he's known through his judgment, like it tells you that in the book of Psalms 9:16. Because I got delivered, an angel of the Lord delivered me out of a bad car accident a week ago. I know for a fact that was an angel, because there's no way I escaped that, There's no way. Right? And what did I do? I praised the Lord, of course. Because when you guys, when we get in the car and stuff, let me get this real quick. It's best to say the Lord's will, you make it to your destination, because not Proverbs. Not Psalms, some Proverbs. Because you don't know what a day may bring. Proverbs 27:1, it says, boast not thyself of tomorrow, for thou knowest not what a day may bring forth. Right. So That's why it's best. That's why us in this truth, we always say Lord willing, because we really don't know. The Lord has our lives in his hands. Okay? Like there's a Christian song that they like to say or sing, which is true, because our life is in the Lord's hands. And all things obey his will, according to Sirach chapter 18:3. But anyway, these people, they don't have a clue what's going on with the Lord. And more judgment is going to come because wickedness has polluted the whole earth. And like I was watching the brother Nikawam from Houston. He did a video about how our kids are not really our kids, it's the government, right? Because Washington, they passed a bill saying that if you don't want your child to basically change the sex, or if you have a problem with it, they can take your child from you, right? Which shows you that we don't have too much time here, The Lord is about to come back. He's not going to allow this to happen forever. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 15 and verse 6. For wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and her hurtful works are fulfilled. Therefore saith the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as touching the wickedness which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and the righteous blood cried unto me, and the souls of the just complained continually. And therefore saith the Lord, I will surely avenge them and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them. Right. So you have people that died in this faith as well, innocently, right? But they're going to be raised up when Yahushua returns, like it says in 1 Thessalonians, the 4th chapter. Okay? Guys like Ab Bivens and other brothers, they were martyrs of the truth. And some of us, because we understand the prophecy, we're going to be martyrs of the truth. But the Lord is going to avenge us, Lord willing. He's going to avenge us. But that's pretty much it. I hope y'all were edified. I just wanted to do a quick lesson on that, how there was another mass shooting, right? And Lord willing, I'll be at camp later on tonight. And I wanted to tell y'all that story about this girl that works at the gym. Because she has a zeal of the Most High, but not according to knowledge, like a lot of our people do. Let me get this real quick. No, I think it's... Yep, 2 Corinthians 4:3. But if our gospel be hid, it is said to them that are lost, in whom the God of this world have blinded the minds of them which believe not. Right, and the Esau, Cesare Borgia, the God of this world, Christianity, they're blinded. Most people, they don't understand the ways of the Lord, like I was explaining earlier. They're blinded. Least the light of the glorious gospel of Hamashiach, who is the image of Yahweh, shall shine unto them. For we preach not ourselves, but Hamashiach, Yahweh Shai, the Lord, and ourselves your servants for Yahweh Shai's sake. See that? So the point is, the God of this world has blinded people, And really according to 2 Thessalonians, the Lord did that for a reason. Because these people, because these people, they don't really want to know the truth of the Bible or of the Lord. So the Lord blinded them for a reason, right? Like it tells you that in 2 Thessalonians. All right, so we're going to give all praises to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. On to the next one.